everybody, it's Mrs. H. Welcome to Bedtime Stories. I can't wait to share our stories with you today. My first story is called It's So Quiet. A not quite going to bed book. You're not going to bed yet, are you? I didn't think so. We have to have our stories first. So this book is written by Sherry Dunsky Winker, and we'd like to thank the publisher, Chronicle Books, for allowing us to read our story. It's so quiet. Is it quiet where you are? Or is it loud and noisy? You might want to get into a nice quiet area so that you can hear our stories without too much background noise. It's so quiet. A not quite going to bed book. Looks like our dog is taking a little nap. Maybe even Grandpa Mouse looks a little tired there. Even our toad, he looks a little tired. Down, 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 the sun drops behind the hill. The farm is falling quiet. Everything is still. Down on the farm, everything's getting very quiet. Sha, sha, sha. The moths brush against the light. Do you see the moths dancing in the light? A click turns the lamp off. Now there's nothing but night. It's so quiet when we turn off the lights. Even the moths go to bed. It's too quiet. Oh my goodness, he's shouting. It's too quiet for him. In a little bed, in the little house, is a sleepy mama and a very sleepless mouse. Hush, says his mama. Settle down now, not a peep. The small, sweet sounds of nighttime will whisper you to sleep. Just listen. Can you listen? What sounds do you hear? Do you hear footsteps? Or a door banging? Maybe you hear some music? What are the things that you hear in the night right now? Croak, croak. That's the bullfrog singing through the thickets. There he is. Do you hear the bullfrog croaking? Chirp, 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 chirp. Chiming all the crickets. Do you hear the crickets rubbing their legs together, making a sound? Squeal, rat-tat-tat, blows the old screen door. Tip-tap, tip-tap. Hound dog's tail beats against the floor. Yeah, there's his tail wagging as he's going to sleep. And the door squeaking. Those are all sounds that you might hear in the night. Whoosh! Sing the breeze through the trees. Oh, I can hear that if I listen closely. Can you hear that? Do you hear the whoosh or the whoosh? Or maybe even some rat-a-tat-tat if there's rain. That's Grandpa's snore. Even louder than before. Whoo, whoo, drowsy barn animal speaks. Crick, the old farmhouse squeaks. Do you see the owl? Yes, the owl was saying hoo, hoo. Oh, howls Coyote miles from the house. You see him up there in the mountains? There's the coyote for you, howling at the moon. Maybe your dog howls at the moon. Up goes the window. What was that? Wonders Mouse. Croak, croak. Bullfrog sings in the thicket. Chirp, 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 chirp. Chimes all the crickets. Squeal, rat-tat-tat, blows the old screen door. Tip-tap, tip-tap. Hound dog's tail beats on the floor. Whoosh, sings the breeze through the trees. Blah, 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 blah. That's Grandpa's snore. Blah, 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 blah. That's louder than before. Whoo, whoo, drowsy barn animal squeals. Crick, the old farmhouse squeals. Oh, howls Coyote miles from the house. Up goes the window. What was that? Said Mouse. He's hearing all this noise and it's keeping him awake. Croak, croak. Bullfrog sings through the thicket. Chirp, 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 chime all the crickets. Squeal, rat-tat-tat, blows the old screen door. Tip-tap, tip-tap, hound dog's tail beats on the floor. Whoosh, sings the breeze through the trees. Blah, 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 says Grandpa snore. Blah, 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 even louder than before. Hoo, hoo, drowsy barn animal speaks. Creak, old farmhouse squeaks. Oh, howls Coyote miles from the house. Up goes the window. What do you think's gonna be said? Be quiet! I'm trying to sleep, bellows Mouse. Oh my goodness! Mouse is waking everybody up by yelling. Sha, sha, sha. The moths brush against the light. A click turns the lamp off. Now, there's nothing but night. Good night, Mouse. It's so quiet. Broke. The end. I hope you liked our story. It's so quiet. The not quite going to bed book. You're not ready for bed yet, are you? I hope not, because I have some more bedtime stories for you. Yes, I do. This one is Bedtime for Sweet Creatures. Words by Nikki Grimes and pictures by Elizabeth Zuma. Are you ready for bed? Are you thinking it's time to go? Well, we'd like to thank our sourcebook Jabberwocky for allowing us to read our story. Bedtime for Sweet Creatures. Look, I see a star and I see the moon. And I even see a tail. What kind of animal do you think this might be? You could be right. Let's read the story and find out. No, no, no! That's definitely not yes. That's no, no, no! You beat the word like a drum. The minute I say, come, sweet creature, it's bedtime. Do you put up a fight when it's time to go to bed? I hope you don't. Your eyes swell as wide as owls. Let's go, I say. Hoo, hoo. You ask if you didn't know. Can you make your eyes really big? Open them nice, big, and wide. Are you making your eyes like an owl? Can you say hoo hoo? Say hoo hoo, hoo, hoo. Who has to go to bed? You. Me? Maybe. We'll all have to go. Bear is going, I say. He'll be awfully lonely without you. Suddenly, you come running. Bear can't be the only one going to bed. In the forest of your room, you cling to Bear. I turn back the sheets and you growl. In you both go, I say. You coil beneath the quilt, silent as a snake. Why are you hiding, I ask. Monsters, you hiss. All gone, I trumpet. You're safe. Yep. You toss your mane and roar, ordering me to check beneath the bed. I kneel on the forest floor, find something wild and ferocious. Meow. What do you think it could be? What do you know that goes meow? Do you think it's a giant lion? Your bookshelf is noisy with stories. Which one, I ask? You point frozen like a fawn until you hear, once upon a time. Don't we all love bedtime stories? I know I do. You yawn and grind your teeth like a squirrel, ready to nibble the night. I'm not sleepy, you tell me. I smile and tuck you in tight. A koala, you hang on to me for one last kiss. I love you, Mommy. I love you more. Okay, lights out, I say. Fearless tiger, you crouch, just in case, ready to pounce on goblins in the dark. Later, you bound out of bed, sly wolf on the hunt for water. Hurry, I whisper from the kitchen door. Last glass. You lope back to bed before Bear can miss you. Bathroom, you say out loud and hop up. Once again. Good night, I call. Silence falls over the house. Dad and I slip into our bed. Half asleep, we hear one small toddler whisper, Mommy, can I sleep with you? I sigh and pull back the blankets. Come on, I say, and crawl in. Owl, bear, snake, kitty, fawn, squirrel, koala, tiger, wolf. The whole gang's got to join. And one very sleepy child. So who's getting ready for bed with you? Do you have a favorite animal or bear? Do you have a koala or a kitty? Or do you have a great big lion? What do you like to do? And who do you like to cuddle up with? Maybe you just like to cuddle up with your pillow. And that's okay, you're allowed to. But I have another friend who says they are not sleepy. Are you sleepy yet? I don't think so, not quite yet. We have a few more stories. So my friend Sloth Wasn't Sleeping. Written by Kate Messner and illustrated by Valenta Toro. Do you see what I see hiding? Yes. Sloth wasn't sleeping. And we want to thank Sound True for allowing us to read our story. One night at bedtime, Sloth wasn't sleeping. In fact, she was the opposite of sleepy. Worked up and worried and wide awake. Close your eyes and rest, her mama said. But when Sloth closed her eyes, her mind swirled with worries. Slithering snakes and sharp-taloned eagles and jaguars that prowl at night. Oh, those are all things that have Sloth worried. Do you ever have worries before you go to bed? Yeah, me too. Well, Sloth opened her eyes. She was wider awake than ever. Let's not sleep quite yet, her mother said. We'll listen to the trees instead. Oh, another book telling us to listen. Can you take a moment and listen? What do you hear? Maybe you hear your siblings talking or the TV on. Maybe you just hear the noise of the heater or the air conditioner or the air vent. Maybe you even hear the wind blowing. Sloth cuddled into her mama and listened. Shh, rush, went the trees in the wind. Shh, rush, shh, rush. Can you feel the wind in your fur? Sloth grew still and felt for the wind. Shh, rush, shh, rush, it whispered and ruffled her fur. Sometimes, Mama said, I like to pretend I'm a tree, drinking up breath from my roots to my crown, from my toes to the top of my head. Sloth nodded, but she didn't feel like a tree. Do you feel like a tree? Maybe Mama has some more advice for us. Let's see. Close your eyes, Mama said. Now, breathe in and count to 4. Then breathe out for just as long. Sloth closed her eyes. She counted a long, slow breath. Did you do it? Do you want to try? Okay, breathe in on the count of 4. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. In all the way to the tip top of her head and out. All the way down to her toes. Let's try again, okay? You count to yourself. Breathe in and breathe out. Could you feel that? It made her feel quiet, and she did it again. Did it make you feel quiet? Okay, let's try again. Shh, rush, rush, went the trees. Are you tired now? Mama asked. A little, said Sloth. But what if I worry when I try to fall asleep? Ah, Mama said. I forgot about the worries. You will have to let them go. Sloth didn't know how to do that, but Mama said, close your eyes again. Imagine one of your worries. Sloth imagined her fierce, growling jaguar. It was terrifying. She opened her eyes. Now, lay that worry gently on a leaf and set it free. Let it go, way above the clouds, until you can't even see it anymore. So long, Jaguar, Sloth whispered. Do you see? She was all worried about the jaguar, but she put it on the leaf and she's letting it go. Go away. Bye, jaguar. Don't have to worry about you anymore. If you have a worry, you can put it on a leaf and you can let it go. Yep, it's drifting further and further away from you until it's almost all gone. Bye, worry. Do you have other worries, Mama asked? Sloth did. One by one, she shrunk them down and set them free. So long, sharp-taloned eagle. So long, slithering snake. I don't have to worry about you anymore. When the last worry had disappeared, Sloth took the slowest, deepest breath of all. She filled herself up from the tips of her toes to the very top of her head, and then slowly let it go. Would you like to try that? Bye, worries. That felt nice, didn't it? She felt the cool, smooth bark of the creeper tree under her paws. Wish, 2, 3, 4. Whoosh, 2, 3, 4. She felt the warm breeze in her fur. Wish, 2, 3, 4. Whoosh, 2, 3. Shh, rush. Shh, rush. Went the trees. Good night, Sloth, Mama whispered. You see, Sloth went to sleep. Sloth didn't answer. She was fast asleep. Good night, Sloth. Sweet dreams. That was Sloth Wasn't Sleepy by Kate Messner. I don't know about you, but I'm getting a little tired. Are you getting a little tired? That's all right. You can start to curl up. We'll have one last story. This is called Shh, Pepperoni. Shh, Pepperoni. And thanks to Porto Publishing for allowing us to read this story. Do you know how to make the shushing face? Can you put your finger over your lips and go shh? Good job. Night falls. Yeah. It's late. Close your eyes. Time to sleep. Listen to the world, gently slowing down and stopping. The moon tiptoes up to the sky. Shh. On the ice floe, polar bear opens an eye and closes it again. The lion in pajama brushes all of his teeth. Good job, lion. Up and down, front and back, side to side. While a tired giraffe takes a nap. With its beautiful soft voice, the whale sings a song. To the elephant, who whispers sweet nothings back. A hippo is passing by, lets out a yawn. Oh, did that make you yawn? The toucan counts. 1, 2, 3. She counts sheep to go to sleep. 4, 5, 6. And the sheep are not doing anything. They are waiting for the end of the story. Time to sleep now. It is late. I see the bed on the comforter, and the giraffe, and the polar bear, and the lion, and the elephant, and the whale, and the toucan. Sweet dreams, little one. Nighty night. The end. I hope you enjoyed our bedtime stories, and I think it's time for you to go to bed. So I'll wish you a good night and sleep dreams, and I'll see you next time. Take care.